Hello everybody. Ranger Mark Mello with the Blackstone Valley National Historical Park welcoming you to our 17th Ranger Chat. This week is the 75th anniversary of the ending of World War II. And so what better thing to talk about in this week's Ranger Chat than the effect that the Blackstone Valley had on World War II. And so for more on that story, let's join my colleague, Ranger Stephen Brown.
Hi, I'm Ranger Steve, and I work for the Blackstone Valley National Historic Park. When World War II ended 75 years ago, it was thanks in no small part to the mills of the Blackstone Valley. From Worcester to Providence, the machines that would power the war were made here. The Port of Providence was assembling Liberty ships. They quickly transported goods to Europe. The Wood Machine Works in Northbridge, Massachusetts built the steam engines for the Liberty ships and shipped them down the rails to Providence. The Ashton Mills in Cumberland made the fiberglass insulation to insulate and strengthen the ship. The mill worked so hard that they received the Army-Navy E Award. The flag could be flown over the mill and the workers received an E-pin. The Draper Mill in Hopedale made the 75mm howitzers that helped end the bloody island campaign in the Pacific. Both my father and father-in-law served in the Pacific Theater, and without this piece of equipment, they may not have come home. Today, a few of these houses may be found in front of American Legion and Veterans of War posts like the one seen here at the VFW post in York, Maine. What does American fashion designer Bill Blast, minimalist painter, sculptor, and printmaker Ellsworth Kelly, and one of America's best-known bird painters, Arthur Singer, have to do with the Blackstone Valley? They were members of the Ghost Army, officially known as the 23rd Headquarters Special Troop. Some of their equipment was made right here in the Blackstone Valley. The mission of the Ghost Army was to deceive the Germans with a unit of false sounds and artistry, much like a Hollywood set. The object was to make the Germans think that a large army was gathering in one location by deception, while a real army attacked in another location. The deception was first used in England to deceive the Germans into believing the army would land in Calais rather than Normandy. This unit is reported to have saved as many 30,000 lives, starting with D-Day. The unit was moved throughout Europe during the war. The Alice Mill in Woonsocket made not only the Mae West life jackets and other rubber items for the war, they also made the rubber jeeps, trucks, and army tanks for the Ghost Army. The work of the Alice Mill was so top secret that the workers were not told exactly what they were making or what they were making was to be used for. They were prohibited from talking about their work, even to members of their own family.
Thanks, Steve. And thank you for joining us for this week's Ranger Chat. As always, if you have any ideas for topics you'd like to see us cover in the upcoming weeks, please leave those down in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you out there along the Blackstone really soon.